Hello everyone, this is Muhammad Mazharul Haq. I am taking you subject network theory. In today's class, we have a topic band pass and band elimination filter. So let's begin the topic. So what is a band pass filter? A band pass filter is one which attenuates all the frequencies below a lower cutoff frequency f1 and above an upper cutoff frequency f2. So the frequencies lying between f1 and f2 comprise the pass band. So f1 and f2 frequencies lie between the pass band and they are transmitted with zero attenuation. Means this band is allowed to pass through, and a band pass filter may be obtained by using low pass filters followed by high pass filters in which the cutoff frequency of low pass filter is above the cutoff frequency of high pass filter. So the overlap of this allowing only a band of frequency to pass. So only a band of frequency allowed to pass through a band pass filter. The name itself is there, band pass filter. So this is not economical in practice because we are combining both of the filters, and it is more economical to combine low and high pass functions into a single filter section. So now consider the circuit. Each arm has a resonant circuit with same resonant frequency, that is the resonant frequency of series arm, the resonant frequency of the shunt arm. Shunt arm means parallel arm, and they are made of equal to obtain band pass characteristics. So a band elimination filter is one which passes without attenuation all the frequencies less than the lower cutoff frequency and greater than the upper cutoff frequency. So frequencies like between f1 and f2 are attenuated. It is also known as band stop filter. Therefore, a band stop filter can be realized by connecting a low pass filter in parallel with a high pass section. So this is the figure. We are seeing here an inductor and here the capacitor 2C1 and the capacitor 2C1, L1 by 2, C2 and L2. So these two are the figures of T section and pi section. Okay. Next, for this condition of equal resonant frequencies, omega naught into L by 2 is equals to 1 by 2 omega naught C1 for the series arm, for which we have omega naught square L1 C1 is equals to 1, and for shunt arm 1 by omega naught C2 is equals to omega naught L2, from which omega naught square L2 C2 is equals to 1. So we get here L1 C1 is equals to L2 C2. Therefore, the impedance of shunt arm is given by Z2 is equals to j omega L2 into 1 by j omega C2 by j omega L2 plus 1 by j omega C2, that gives rise to j omega L2 by 1 minus omega square L2 C2. Now, if you multiply Z1 and Z2, you get this equation. After solving this equation, we get minus L2 by C1 into omega square L1 C1 minus 1 by 1 minus omega square L2 C2. Now, from equation 17.36, L1 C1 is equals to L2 C2. Z1 Z2 is equals to L2 by C1, that is equals to L1 by C2, and that is equals to K square, where K is a constant. Thus, filter is a constant K type, therefore for a constant K type in a pass band. So here, minus 1 less than Z1 by 4 Z2 less than 0 at a cutoff frequency. Therefore, Z1 is equals to minus 4 Z2, Z1 square is equals to minus 4 Z1 Z2, that is equals to minus 4K square, and Z1 is equals to plus or minus J2K. Now, by these equations, after doing this equation, solving the equation like this, we get 1 minus omega 1 square L1 C1 is equals to omega 1 by omega 2 into omega square L1 C1 minus 1. But from the equation 17.34, L1 C1 is equals to 1 by omega naught square. Hence, this equation can be written as 1 by omega 1 square by omega naught square is equals to omega 1 by omega 2 into omega 2 square by omega 1 naught square minus 1. Now, equating these two equations, we get omega naught square is equals to omega 1 omega 2 and f naught is equals to square root of f1 f2. So, from the calculations, hence we get the values L1 is equals to K by pi into f2 minus f1, and L2 is equals to C1 into K square, that is equals to f2 minus f1 into K by 4 pi into f1 f2, and C1 is equals to f2 minus f1 by 4 pi K f1 f2, and C2 is equals to L1 by K square, that is equals to 1 by pi into f2 minus f1 into k. Now we will see here how to derive a band pass filter having a design of 500 ohms and a cutoff frequency of 1 kilohertz and 10 kilohertz. So here the question will be given like design a K-type band pass filter having a design impedance of 500 ohm and cutoff frequency 1 kilohertz and 10 kilohertz. So for this solution we have to write the given data first, that is K is equals to 500 ohms and F1 is equals to 1000 hertz and F2 is equals to 10,000 hertz. From the equation 17.30 what we have derived, that is L1 is equals to K by pi into F2 minus F1. Like that 500 by pi into 9000, 10,000 minus 1000 gives rise to 9000, that is equals to 55.5 by pi millihenry. So again here C1 is equals to F2 minus F1 by 4 pi K into F1 F2, that is equals to 9000 by 4 pi into 500 into 1000 into 10,000, that is equals to 0.143 microfarad. So these calculations are done by using these formulas L1, C1, L2 and C2. So these formulas are more important for designing a K-type band pass filter where the impedances and cutoff frequencies are given for that. So L2 is equal to C1 K square, that is equals to 3.57 millihenry. And also C2 is equals to L1 by K square, that is equal to 0.0707 microfarad. After that what you have to do is, here each of the two series arms of constant K T-section filter is given by L1 by 2 is equal to 17.68 by 2, that is equals to 8.84 millihenry. And 2C1 is equals to 2 into 0.14, that is equal to 0.286 microfarad. Why we are calculating L1 by 2 2C1 like this means, on the first slide we have seen that we have drawn the diagram where L1 by 2 2C1 are the parameters. Directly these parameters are placed in that. So we are saying that the design is of a T section and a pi section filter is there. So whatever the values are there for T section and pi section, we are writing in that circuit diagram. And here the shunt arm elements of network are given by C2 is equal to 0.707 microfarad and L2 is equal to 3.57 millihenry. So for constant K pi section filter, the elements of series arm are C1 is equal to 0.143 microfarad and L1 is equal to 16.68 millihenry. So the elements of shunt arms are C2 by 2, that is equal to 0.0707 by 2 and it is 0.035 microfarad. Now 2L2 is equals to 2 into 0.0358, that is equals to 0.0716 Henry. So from these what we have got is L1 by 2, 2C1 and also C2 by 2 and 2L2. Here we are calculating C2, C1, L1, L2, but we want the values of L1 by 2 and 2C1 and also C2 by 2 and 2L2. After getting these values we have to substitute like in the figure given in the band pass filter. Okay, the band pass filter, the first slide is there. So from the first slide here we have to put these values. These are the values L1 by 2, 2C1, 2C1, L1 by 2, C2 and L2 for T section filter, and for high pass filter, pi section filter we have to keep these values here. Okay, so after getting these values, now other thing is that is the filter called as the band elimination filter. So if you see here, band pass filter is different and band elimination filter is different. Band elimination filter is the filter which is opposite to the band pass filter. So band pass filter is one which passes without attenuation all the frequencies less than the lower cutoff frequency F1 and greater than the upper cutoff frequency F2. So frequencies lying between F1 and F2 are attenuated. Attenuated means they are stopped. So it is also known as band stop filter. Therefore, a band stop filter can be realized by connecting a low pass filter in parallel with a high pass section, in which the cutoff frequency of low pass filter is below that of a high pass filter. The configurations of T and pi constant K band pass sections are shown in the figure 17.31. where you are given the band elimination filter which are having the L1 and 2C1 in the parallel and L1 by 2 and 2C1 in parallel. So it is nothing but the series arm, and shunt arm L2 and C2 are in series. So in the series arm they are in parallel, and the shunt arm, that is this arm is shunt arm, this is the series arm. In the series arm these two components are in parallel, these two components are in parallel, and in shunt arm these two components are in series. You have to remember that this is a T section filter. And in the pi section filter you can see that L1 and C1 are placed here, and 2L2 C2 by 2 and 2L2 C2 by 2 are placed in the this pi section filter. Okay. Next is we are doing a problem on a band elimination filter. So how to do a problem on this band elimination filter? As we have seen in this slide that we are making these components solved in the band pass filter. We have solved all these components values, and then these all values are also solved in this particular band elimination filter. Also same thing should be done, like finding out L1 C1 and writing these values L1 by 2 and L2 C1 and L2 C2 in a proper way gives you the design of the band elimination filter. So now this is the question, like will be like this: design a band elimination filter having a design impedance of 600 ohms and a cutoff frequency f1 is equals to 2 kilohertz and f2 is equals to 6 kilohertz. So what we do here is f2 minus f1. First find out f2 minus f1. f2 minus f1 nothing but you are doing this subtraction f2 minus f1, that is equals to 4 kilohertz. So L1 is equals to k by pi into f2 minus f1 by f2 f1. So this is the formula that is derived from the band elimination filter diagram. We are deriving this value L1 is equals to k by pi into f2 minus f1 by f2 f1. So here we write here 600 into 4000 divided by pi into 2000 into 6000. So f2 minus f1, what is f2 minus f1? 6 minus 2, that is 4 kilohertz. So you write here 4000, and here k value, what is the k value? It is 600 ohms. So after doing this calculation we get 63 millihenry, and C1 is equals to 1 by 4 pi k into f2 minus f1, that is equals to 1 by 4 into pi into 600 into 4000, that is equal to 0.033 microfarad. Now L2 is equals to 1 by 4 pi k into f2 minus f1, that is equal to 600 by 4 pi into 4000. So how do you do this? L2 is equals to 4 pi k into f2 minus f1. f2 minus f1 you have got here, that is 1 by f2 minus f1 value will be there, and if by 1 by f2 minus f1 value will be sent upwards. 600 by 4 pi into 4000, that is equals to 12 millihenry. Next C2 value, C2 is equals to 1 by k pi into f2 minus f1 by f1 f2. So write f2 minus f1 is 4000, k into pi into f1 f2, that is equal to 0.176 microfarad. Okay. Now each of the two series arms of a constant k T filter is given by L1 by 2 is equal to 31.5 millihenry and 2C1 is equal to 0.066 microfarad. Here it is 0.066 microfarad and C1 is equal to 0.033 microfarad. Now and the shut arm elements of a network are L2 is equal to 12 millihenry and C2 is equal to 0.176 microfarad. So for the constant k pi section filter, the elements of series arm are L1 is equal to 63 millihenry and therefore C1 is equal to 0.03 microfarad, and the elements of shunt arm are 2L2 is equal to 24 millihenry and C2 by 2 is equal to 0.088 microfarad. So here we got L1 and L2 and C1 and C2. So like that, what you are doing here is you will be calculating these values, these L1 by 2, C1, L2 and L1. These values are being kept here, L1 by 2, this one L1 by 2 2C1, 2C1, L2 and C2. All these values which we are getting here are calculated like L1 by 2, 2C1, L2, C2 and that is C2 by 2 are there. Therefore, all these values are substituted here and that will complete the design of the band elimination filter. So, after completing these calculations properly, we have to design the band elimination filter and we have to keep that values in the circuit. Okay. So, this is the process of making the band elimination filter design as well as band pass filter design. So, in the same way we are having the composite filter and the notch filter, where we are using the composite and notch filters for in the electronic circuits to filter out some frequencies. Okay. So, I would like to end my class here, students. So, we will continue in the next class. Thank you. Thank you, students.